Hey folks, in this video what I'm going to do is show you 5 SEO strategies that I use on the Pinterest search engine to have the pins that I create on Pinterest get a lot of impressions, which means they pop out a lot of link clicks, a lot of saves, a lot of repins, and basically drive more traffic to my Pinterest page. Now, in my case, I'm running a page called The Nature Seeker, and it promotes a blog called thenatureseeker.com. Now, what I do is I created the Nature Seeker blog to get a lot of visits from Google on places that I've visited, and every single time I blog about one of the places that I've visited that are very popular destinations for people to check out, I will also head over to Pinterest and create a pin. It could be an image, it can be a video, it's still called a pin, but I'll create one of those two things that promote that specific blog post that I created where I visited it. And what I basically do is, in addition to getting traffic from Google, I will also get traffic from Pinterest, applying the same SEO tips that I'll be talking about in just a moment. Now, to show you that these tips actually work, if I head over to the Pinterest search, if I'm in Pinterest and I click on the search and I type in one of the places that I visited, which is Coyote Gulch, you're going to see that this pin right here, at least these two are mine. So I appear really high in the search results. There might be another one over here that I have. I believe I did see it, but I'm not going to go into too many details. The point is, when somebody types in Coyote Gulch or Coyote Gulch, Utah, which is the keyword, my pins appear very quickly on the first page. And instead of having to go through all this to find my pin, they see it very quickly. So the odds are that they'll be quickly able to see it and click on it. In fact, if you click on one of these, it's gotten 262 impressions, 8 link clicks. Not bad. It's okay. This one's gotten 7 link clicks and 285 impressions. Not too bad. Let's try another one. Let's do Catskill Mountains. So this is number 1 right here. This is my pin. Here's another pin that's mine. If I click on this one over here, it's a video. I'm going to stop that video. So it's got over 10,000 plays. It's got over 82 people saving that. And here's another one that I have. This is also a video. It's got over 21,000 views, over 200 saves. And let's see if I have any more over here. Yep, this is another one. This is another one that I have. It's got over 1,000 impressions, over 20 link clicks, 9 saves. So the point being is, when people type in a search like Catskill Mountains, I appear again very high in the search results. And that's a reflection of good SEO practice that I'll be showing you in just a moment. So I just wanted to show you that this works. It doesn't work all the time, but it will work many times, and it will help drive more traffic to your Pinterest page and get more exposure for your pins that you run in the Pinterest page. You'll be able to get more followers and basically grow a really good Pinterest page. And if you're trying to grow it for business, this also applies very well. Now, here are the 5 tips that I use to basically apply that for the Pinterest search engine. Now, they may not make too much sense right now, but I'll show you how they work by analyzing one of my successful pins and how they're applied there, and then you'll be able to understand it. So don't worry if this doesn't make too much sense right now. The first tip is, you want to take a specific keyword and use it in the title of your pin. The second one is, you want to target that exact same keyword that you targeted in the title, but in the description of the pin. The third one is, you want to create a very relevant image that's based on the keyword, and so it gets more exposure on Pinterest. And that's the one that's going to help attract eyes to your pin. The fourth one is, you can also create a very relevant video and use that as a pin, and you can also use keyword tags on Pinterest when you upload a video as a pin. And the fifth one is, you link your pin to a relevant blog or website, and if you're seeking to grow one of those things, this tip is very important. So I can totally understand if you're new to Pinterest if that doesn't make too much sense, but I'm going to show you how that works by taking one of my pins, like I said before, and showing you how these SEO tips apply, and you'll be able to replicate that for your own Pinterest pins that you create. So let's dive into that real quick. I'm going to go into one of my pins that I have. Let's take this one right here. So this is a picture of a place. Oh, it's actually a video. It's a video of a place that I visited not too long ago. It's called Green Mountain National Forest. So the first tip is, take the keyword and put it in the title. So the keyword that I'm targeting is Green Mountain National Forest. Okay, it's in the title. It's in here. Okay, now this is the description. This is the second tip. Remember, the second tip was target the same keyword in the description of the pin. So it's right here. See, it says Green Mountain National Forest. The third one is create a good video or image, and this is a good video or image that I created. It was literally taken in Green Mountain National Forest, and because it's a beautiful video, it attracts a lot of eyes, and that's gives it more chances to attract people to click on it, visit it, save it, repin it, all that sort of stuff that you want for your Pinterest pins to have. And you'll also notice that in the video you also have Green Mountain National Forest. Doesn't really affect the SEO, but it makes people see that with their eyes when they find my pin, so it's easier for them to see it and click on it, okay? Now the fifth thing is I link, see where it says right here, thenatureseeker.com. If they click on it, this is going to take them to a blog post on Green Mountain National Forest. See, 5 things to do in Green Mountain National Forest in one day. Okay, so this pin that I just showed you is directly helping my blog post rank better on Google as well. So Pinterest is getting me traffic, it's leading to more traffic to my blog, and that blog is getting more exposure as a result of that. In fact, if I go to Pinterest right now and I type in Green Mountain National Forest, Green Mountain National Forest, you're going to see that my pins are actually at the top. In fact, I actually have 3 pins, 1, 2, and 3. I occupy the first 3 positions here, okay? This is really huge. This one has over 1,000 impressions, 7 link clicks. This one also has its own impressions and link clicks. And this is really important because the more saves and repins and likes that you get on your pins means other people who see those likes will come and see your pin as well. So for example, if I have these pins up and somebody saves it to their Pinterest page, people that come to visit that Pinterest page will also be able to see it. So it's like a form of socially sharing. And these SEO tips work. In my personal case, what I do is I create all of these pins, and you can create multiple pins on the same keywords, by the way. You'll notice that over here I have 3 pins that talk about the same keyword basically. And they link back to my blog, and that blog grows and I can make more money from it. And that's basically how I use the Pinterest search engine and the SEO tips that I just showed you to get high ranking pins in the search bar. You can use this to promote products. You can use this to promote your website, your blog, whatever the case is. I personally use it to promote my travel blog because I think it's perfect for that. And the thing that you have to understand is you have to use your own images. You can't copy people's images or steal that kind of stuff. That's not legal. So one of the ways that I'm going to finish off this video is by saying that I will be making a future post about how to create pins like these. But basically what I do is I go to the canva.com website. I'm going to show you this right now, canva.com. And I click on, let's see, Pinterest pin right here. And this opens up a blank page for me, which is in the form of a Pinterest pin. Then what I'll do is I'll take wherever I uploaded a picture from in the places that I visited, let's say it's on my phone. So I'll go on my phone and I will upload that image of the place that I visited to Canva, and I will edit it so it can have text on it and stuff like that. Then I'll upload that finished image to Pinterest, and that'll be the pin. And that's basically how I create beautiful pins, but I'll create a more detailed tutorial on that later. So that pretty much summarizes all of the things that I wanted to cover about Pinterest. I can totally understand if you're still a little bit confused about it, because in the beginning, Pinterest is a bit of a difficult place to understand when it comes to SEO, when it comes to having success in it. But the more that you understand it, the more that you appreciate, the more you will appreciate how awesome it is for getting more traffic, more exposure, more backlinks, and just basically more success in terms of getting more traffic, okay? So with that said, if you have any questions about that, you are more than welcome to ask me that. Now, in addition to that, I'm going to be leaving a link to this particular page, which basically covers the same subject, but more importantly, it gets into more details about that kind of stuff and just shows you how to get success in general online. I personally do what's known as affiliate marketing, where I make an income online through blogging for the most part, through making YouTube videos, also Pinterest pins, pay-per-click, and all that sort of stuff. And I do make a full-time income in that. You can see these reports over here. So if that's something that you're interested in, click on the link in the description. It'll take you to my site, helpinghandaffiliate.com, and you can get more information about that there, including my coaching and so on and so forth. So thanks a lot for watching this video, and I really hope it helps you create more viral pins that get more traffic, more views, more link saves, and more repins. And I'm fairly certain it'll do that for you. Thanks a lot, and have a nice day.